We've been there. Oh, X is my regular. I'm talking takes me there.
Hello, hello. I'm Ariel Alicia and welcome. If you're new to the channel, stick around. If you catch a vibe, subscribe. If you're not new to the channel, y'all, you about to get into it. We down to the wire. Next week is the big finale. So if you are new to the channel, even if you're not new to the channel, you know that this isn't something that we do over here on a regular basis. We don't review shows. I'm not a reviewer. I'm not. But after seeing this show and seeing it play out on social media, I was like, baby, I gotta talk about this show. I gotta talk about this show. But it's so crazy though. It's so crazy to watch the show when you know what's happening in real time. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know what's going on social media, but it's like, I don't know, it's like we see what's going on the TV show, but it's like we're way beyond the TV show now in real life. You feel me? So it's like, it's so crazy. So it opens up with Tamika on the phone with Latasha. She wants to set up a meeting. It's time that they talk. And again, like I said, it's so crazy to watch this play out on TV when we already know what's going on in real life. You know what I'm saying? Because you see her wanting to meet up and have this conversation, but the way it is now on social media, we know that the conversation didn't go nowhere. We don't even have to see them meeting on the show because we see how it is in current day, that conversation didn't go anywhere. That meeting that they had obviously didn't help because of where we are now in real time. But they set it up for Tamika to go to her studio session. And then it hops to Coco in her walk-in closet. Baby, if that's not every woman's dream to have a big walk-in closet, a bunch of like shoe cubbies for all of your heels and stuff, and you got all this space for your clothes and your purses, baby. Oh, I know that's my dream. Then it hops over to Taj giving Eddie a little striptease with his fine, sexy ass. Like, bitch, yeah, you gonna get this striptease right quick. But then he had to be like, baby, look, you know your son over here, right? So striptease was cut short. So we head into the studio with Tamika and Tasha. Now, this song that she played the last time we was in the studio with Tasha, I was kind of feeling, you know what I'm saying, that little gospel record, she had everything. Hey, all right. I was feeling that. I don't know about y'all, but I was feeling that. Now this record, now she did look cute. I like her little outfit. She had on this like blue and black flannel, like long sleeve shirt with these black pants and like some, looked like she had maybe like some ankle boots on. Like, it was cute. Was it like a little bit like hanging off the shoulder? Like, I liked it. I would rock that outfit. But it seemed like this song was more like R&B. Like, I don't know, I'm not really getting gospel from this. Even contemporary gospel, I'm not getting contemporary gospel. I'm getting R&B from it. But I don't know, maybe the slower records give more of a gospel feel. But I don't know, this was giving R&B, you know? It wasn't a bad song either, but I'm just saying. Tamika walks in there, Rocky's trying to say, hey, what up? She's ignoring him. She ain't saying nothing to him. I mean, would you? So they sit down and have this conversation. And for me, it feels a little awkward. You know what I'm saying? It feels like neither one of them wanted to address the elephant in the room. Neither one of them did. Latasha was like, how did we get here? What's going on? Tamika's like, I don't know. And it's like, I feel like Tamika should have said, you know, or maybe even Tasha. Well, you know Tasha ain't gonna address nothing. If you accuse somebody, they ain't gonna address it. So I feel like Tamika probably should have said, well, you know, they're 30,000. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's obvious. Y'all know what the problem is. And it can't be y'all had all this tension or Latasha went not talking to Tamika for all this time because of her raising her voice in their mama house. Like, that don't make no sense. So I feel like neither one of them wanted to address it. And so it's like, well, what are you really meeting for then? What are you meeting for? Tamika said, I had a conversation with your mother, our mother, and I feel like, no, you said it right the first time, your mother, because Mama G, or Glorilla, as I've been hearing people call her, Big Glow, Big Glow, Glow Senior Glow, you know, she, you know, we already see the dynamics between Mama Glow and Latasha, so, you know, it's fitting. Yeah, I had a conversation with your mother. But she was telling Tasha how she had invited mom over for dinner, and they had a conversation, they cried it out, hugged it out, blah, blah, blah. But I feel like, yeah, they needed to have that talk. Yeah, I apologize to mom. You know, I get it. I don't feel like she disrespected her mom, but, well, cursing in her house, you know, that you're disrespecting your mom's house. Because that's how it is for me. I'm a grown-ass adult, but I still do not like to curse around my parents. Like, I do not curse around my parents. So, for me, I feel it, you know. Yeah, I would feel like that's disrespectful to curse in your mom's house. I don't think she cursed at her mom, but she was, you know, saying the curse words in the house. So for me, yeah, you know, that's disrespectful for me, I feel like, to curse around your parents, your grandparents. That's just me. I just be feeling so weird, so awkward, like, oh, I just had a curse word in front of my mama. So I get that. But other than that, I don't feel like she owed her mom like an in-depth apology, like she really did something, you know, hurtful to her mom. You know, obviously it's the other way around. She should be getting some apologies. But I feel like when she told Tasha that she apologized, it's like you could feel that she was looking for, like, okay, are we good now? Can we be sisters again? Like, she was looking for that approval. You know, she's a little sister, so she's still looking for that approval from her big sister. You know, she's always in her shadow. So I feel like she reverted back to that role. I mean, obviously she misses her sister. I mean, they're blood. So you could be mad at your blood and still love them, you know. But they didn't address the bigger issue. They cried, they hugged it out. You could see during the hug, Tamika really, like, embraced her. Like, you could see the little sister in her wanting to be around her bigger sister. You could see that in the hug. And so it was nice, especially after they embraced and they were like, my eyebrows still on, my eyelashes still on. Like, you know, that was a cute little moment with them, you know, but it just sucks. You know what I'm saying? As much as we be going in on Tasha because we got to call her out on her shit, it is still sad to see siblings, you know, especially over the controversy that they're going through. You know what I'm saying? It's sad to see them go through that. You know, for me, I have an older sister who I've never met. We have different mothers, same father. And so for me, like, I've never experienced that sister bond. I have two older brothers, but I grew up with them. But I never met my older sister. To this day, I've still never met her. So, you know, I could only imagine that type of bond. You know, it's different. A sister and brother bond is different than a sister-sister bond. You know, you're two women and, you know, it's just different. So I can understand that Tamika misses that relationship with her sister, but we talk about 30K plus. You know what I'm saying? And she still ain't getting no apology for it. So, you know, it was just, it sucked that they didn't address it. But, you know, again, like I said, we are seeing it play out on social media. So I think we all knew from jump when we seen her talk about let's meet up and talk that it didn't go nowhere. After that, I believe we get to the dance studio. The girls are meeting up to pick out dancers for the show. Everybody's there except for Candy. She's busy. And it was just a good time. It was a good vibe. There was no drama, nothing. This was one of the better times. This was one of the better times that they all got together. You know, even Tasha was there, and you know, there was no drama from anybody. You know, they were able to both pick dancers, and everything was good. Everything was cool. SWV, they don't use dancers, so this was new for them. But it was cool. We even seen Taj get out there, and you know, that's how I be. I'm just goofy, I'm silly, and so I love Taj. You know what I'm saying? I just love her personality. She's outgoing, she's funny, she's silly, but she also has that type of spirit where like that like mama type of spirit, like you could really talk to her about anything. You know what I'm saying? She's just really relatable, and you know, she was just really fun in that scene. So that was a pretty cool scene. Then we meet up with the SWV girls. They're at a restaurant. Looks like they're there for lunch. Coco and Taj are there first. They're doing hookah. Taj is like me. She was like, so do you inhale it? Like, does the smoke go in your lungs? Baby, that's me. That's me all day, because I am not a hookah smoker. I'm not a smoker of any kind. I have only tried hookah one time. And I think that was maybe last year or the year before, and I really maybe took like 2 puffs. Like I'm really not into it. And I remember I was like, so what's the point of this? Like, does this get you high? Is this like weed? Like, what does it do? And the guy had told me, he was like, oh, it doesn't really do nothing. It's really just for show. I was like, oh, so people just do this to make the little rings, but it don't really do nothing, right? It's not like weed. It don't relax you. It's just you just inhale, exhale. That's it. So for me, I guess I just don't really understand the fascination with smoking hookah. I don't know. I don't know. They talking about Lily's sex book or her erotica book, which she's gonna come out with that, and she's just saying how hard it is. She never realized how hard it is to write an erotic book. And I mean, I don't know, is it really that hard to write an erotic book? I mean, I feel like everybody can talk nasty, but I guess you gotta try and make it like in a way that it could be written out into like a story format. When I seen his soft, supple lips, I just felt a tingling in my breast. My nipples just got instantly hard, and my just got so wet. Like, can I write a book? But Coco was like, everybody thinks I'm a nasty one, but no, it's not me, it's Lily. We're gonna see what comes of this erotica book. And what is it? Something Hot Pants. What's the name of the woman? Grandma Hot Pants or something. I don't forgot the name. I don't forgot what she said. Like, it was like a couple episodes ago. Sister Hot Pants or something. I don't know. And then Taj talks about her meeting up with Tamika and them going back and forth with the song that's gonna close out the show or open the show. And Tamika was just like, well, you know, Candy and Tiny, they have the bigger following. So I mean, you know, and Taj was saying, well, Weak is the stronger song, it's the best selling record, the highest selling record. And so Taj was just telling them this, and that immediately was putting a bad taste in Coco and Lily's mouth. They were like, what? No, we should be doing this. Our Weak is so much better than, you know what I'm saying? So like, it's between Weak and Understanding, right? And I like understanding. What I need from you is understanding. like that. But then I get so weak and I need, I can hardly speak. Damn, they got the same type of like melody. Like they are both the same type of like mid-tempo melody. Like it's not really too upbeat, but it's not like really slow like a ballad. I never realized that. For me, I'm not really like into the slow songs. Like for me, with SWV, that was apparently their best-selling record. But for me, I like the more upbeat ones, like anything you wanna do, I am gonna and I'm so into you. I don't know what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? SWV XSCAPE. Right here. Be right here. Like, I don't know. I just be liking the move, man. I don't know that I necessarily would say that Weak was one of my favorites. I have a couple other songs by SWV that I prefer to listen to more. But out of those two, Weak and Understanding, I guess I could give it to Weak. I mean, I really don't care, to be honest with you. Like, I really don't. I really don't. I'm not really into slow records. Then we get with Tiny and Baby Girls. I really liked Tiny's look. You know, she's riding on like this little four-wheeler, I guess, and she looked really cute. She had on like this pink shirt and these little biker shorts, and I liked how her hair was styled. She looked really cute in this scene. This was a good look. We see Zonique pulling up, and you know, she's got an album out now. I don't know if it's an album or if it's like a little EP or a mixtape, but she's got that out. You know, she's been doing music for some years. I think she was with OMG Girls back in the day when Tiny was managing them. So she just stopped by the house. We see cute little Eris. Zanika asked her how did the show go, and she's like, very, 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 very. You know how kids be. And so I think everybody thought she was gonna say good, and she said spectacular. And that's how I used to be with my little girl. She's 9 now. But when she was older, she would say stuff, and I'd be like, look, girl, where you know that word from? Like, they would say stuff that you wouldn't expect, you know, someone of their age to say, like, very spectacular. Like, I know nobody thought she was going to say very spectacular. Everybody thought she was going to say very good. But she's so cute. So Tiny was talking to Zanique about, you know, the back and forth between them and SWV. And child, Zanique went against the grain. She went against the home team. She said, Mama, I'm sorry to say, but SWV got the better song. SWV got the better song. I mean, listen, it be your own people. It be your own people. But hey, I mean, it is what it is, I guess. Now we're meeting up with Lily and her sister. I really like them two together. They're so funny. They look so much alike. Lily is dog sitting for her daughter, I believe. She's taking the puppy to some little groomer, and she's washing the dog. Now, I don't have a puppy anymore. But since when do you wash your own dog when you take him to the groomers? Because I thought that's your job if I'm bringing my dog to you. Are you supposed to wash your own dog? I mean, I could have did that at home myself if that was the case. I don't know, y'all. You tell me, because like I said, it's been a long time since I had a dog. And, you know, I just thought if I'm taking my dog to the groomers, y'all gonna wash her, blow dry, and cut her hair. I don't know. I don't know, child. All right, so after that, we are seeing Coco and Candy in the studio. Steve is there. He's like the engineer or like the set guy, the sound guy, or whatever. He's trying to get the list of songs in order so he knows how to set everything up. And so Coco and Candy, they're trying to go over the set list, and Coco is just not liking the arrangement at all. She's like, dang, this is slow. Like, you know what I'm saying? Coco wanted something more upbeat, and you know, that's what I'm talking about. That's why I said Week wasn't necessarily one of my favorites. You know, anything, you know, right here, you know, the more upbeat songs. So Coco was like, this is slow. You know, she wanted to pick with the pace. Then they get into the argument between which song is basically the better song, which one's gonna close out the show, end the show, Weak or Understanding. So, you know, nobody's ever going to come to an agreement on that front because SWV has their stance and Escape has their stance. So, I mean, unless y'all gonna flip a coin, let Steve pick it, like, there's not going to be, like, I don't know how they're going to resolve this. Like, I don't know how they're gonna do that. But same old argument with them. Now we go on to meeting up with the stylist to get the outfits together for the show. So things are starting to move along. We got the dancers. We somewhat getting the playlist together. Now we're moving on to wardrobe. So everybody's there. Nobody had any type of business to attend to. Everybody was there. And when they get into the studio, all you see is like bikini tops, bodysuits. I mean, they're like bedazzled out, but it's like, baby, all the outfits are giving body yada yada. I mean, they're not even really outfits, like they're bikinis. Like, you know what I'm saying? And Lily was like, yo, did we just walk into like the strip shop for all the Atlanta girls? Like this is home of the strippers. You know what I'm saying? This is where the Magic City girls shop at. You feel me? I think Candy has said the designer, that's who they've used in the past to make their outfits. So he's their go-to. Escape style is more, I don't want to say the stripper route, but they like to wear stuff that's kind of showing off, you know, their bodies, their thighs, their breasts, you know, they like to show those skin. And SWV, they're a little bit more modest. So they were like really kind of taken aback. More so Lily was really taken aback. But you know, in their performances, you can tell that they're mostly all the time covered up. Lily is mostly covered up from head to toe all the time. I mean, even in verses, Taj had on shorts and like some combat boots and a sweatshirt. Coco, I think they had a few outfit changes, but even still, they were covered up. Lily is always covered up. Like, you don't see no type of skin from her. Like, you don't see no cleavage, no stomach, no thighs. Like, she be covered up. She have on pants, a jacket, a hat. Like, Lily be covered up. It is crazy because she's writing this erotica book. You know what I'm saying? So you would think she's in touch with her femininity and her sexuality, but she be covered up all the time on the stage, you know? But I mean, I guess you don't have to dress sexy, you know, to be in touch with your femininity and, you know, to write an erotica book. But I don't know, I would just assume she would show something like, dang, you ain't hot, Lily? Because I remember watching Versus, and she had on leather pants and that leather jacket, and that leather jacket looked like it was so tight. Like, I be noticing with Lily, like, her jackets be so freaking tight. Like, the arms is about to pop. I be like, oh, child, Lily, I know you sweating under all that leather. The stylist, he's got everybody's measurements. His boyfriend is there to help assist. So after they get everybody's measurements, they start talking about the show. And I believe Lily, Taj, and Tamika were more so the ones that were really like getting into it. Candy and Tiny kind of chimed in a little bit, and then Tamika chimed in a little bit too. I mean Tasha, but it was more so Tamika, Taj, and Lily. Coco had her outburst. You know, she was, I'm just sick of it. I don't give a fuck. You know, she was just done with it. Lily was done with it. You know, Escape, you know, came with the we have the better following, you know. We sell more tickets, you know, and SWV stance is we've sold more records. Week is the best-selling record, and then we get these statistics on the screen that show SWV only sold like maybe like 1 million more than Escape, and that sounds so crazy. Only 1 million more. Like, bitch, you know how much 1 million is? But hey, they both were in the millions. They both were in the millions. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's two big power groups, you know, and so both groups have every right to feel like they have achieved a lot and should be in this certain spot because they both have. They've both been around for 30 years. There are a lot of girl acts, groups in general that have come and go that haven't even lasted 5 years in the industry. They've broken up, and these groups have stayed and, you know, through the test of time. They may have broken up, but they've still come back together, you know, and so they have earned that right to feel like, hey, you know, we the shit. You know what I'm saying? We so da because they have. But when you have two powerhouse groups like that together, it's hard to like decide who's gonna go first, who's gonna end it. Like it's just damn near impossible. It really is damn near impossible. It's like you really have to have like a third party make the decision. Like you need to either have a manager, the promoter, the engineer, like the stylist, somebody else is gonna have to make that call because neither group is gonna back down. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard. So they're still arguing that same point: who's gonna go first, who's gonna close, who's more relevant, whose record sold the most, whose song is better. So it's the same argument, just, you know, repeating itself. The ending. The drama that we've all been waiting for. So Escape, they all meet up in the studio, right? Everybody comes. Po Tasha. Po unsuspecting Tasha did not know what was about to be presented to her. Just walked into the lion's den, right? So all the girls are there, and Tamika starts the conversation out, I believe. It was either her or Candy. I believe it might have been Tamika. But, you know, they brought up that they got these text messages from the promoter. And the messages basically showed a conversation between Rocky and the promoter, basically trying to set up a show. But the promoter wanted all 4 girls. And at that time, this is when Escape was just Tiny, Tamika, and Tasha. So this wasn't something recent. But the promoter wanted all 4 girls, meaning he wanted Candy. And at that time, Candy did not want to come back to the group. She did not want to rehash all this drama. And I think she was working on stuff, you know, on her own anyway, so she just didn't want to come back. And Rocky was saying, I got you, I'm gonna get her. Tamika is on board, she's gonna bring the girls, all right? You just make sure you give me my extra 20K on the side, you feel me? So Rocky was making a little side deal with the promoter, with a promise to have all 4 girls there. So in addition to Tasha getting her normal cut, her normal percentage, you know, split 4 ways between the girls, she would also be getting an extra 20% or 20,000 due to Rocky. You know what I'm saying? They're husband and wife, so that's gonna be hers too. So she's getting her normal cut that all 4 girls would get, and then on top of that, she gonna get an extra $20K because Rocky making this side deal. So they brought that to her attention, baby. They showed the receipts. The receipts was receipting. Tamika is known for the receipts, bitch. She bought the receipts, what, about 2 weeks ago? Now she bought the receipts again. The receipts was receipting, Tamika. So she had everything printed out. Everybody had their own little copy. And, you know, I mean, it's right there in black and white. What you gonna leave? Tasha denied it. She said, how you know that's Rocky? Like, anybody could have did this. Anybody could have. And yes, there are apps where you can create text messages. There are apps where you can do that. But they're like, girl, this your man number right here. We know his number. Stop. And so Tasha was like, okay. And she calls him, and then it went off. To be continued. So next week, when they come on, I mean, you know, Rocky ain't gonna own up to it over the phone. I mean, he probably ain't even gonna pick up the phone. I'm just curious to see how that conversation is gonna finish out. Like, what is Latasha gonna say when it comes back to that scene next week? Like, baby, like, it's crazy because we're seeing it play out now. And, you know, we've seen this most recent video that Tasha put out, boo-hoo crying, snot nose everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's like we seen the footage of her on the Ricky Smiley show and her and Brad getting into it, and it's just like, girl, it's like every time she open her mouth, like she goes on these interviews and Rocky be saying stuff, and I just be wanting to play that Black Eyed Peas song. I think it's from the Black Eyed Peas. Shut up, just shut up, shut up, shut up, just shut up, shut up. Every time you say something, you was making it worse, baby. Shut up, just shut up, shut up. Now, y'all see in the thumbnail, y'all see in the title, I said that Rocky admitted to not having an open relationship, not having an open marriage. So, I'm giving a shout out to Conscious TV. If you know who Conscious TV is, you know he is legit. He is real. He is honest. He is raw. He gives it to you how it is, you know. I feel that Conscious TV is I feel like he's a very trustworthy man. You know what I'm saying? He gives you the ratchet, but he also gives you the highly intellectual conversations at the same time, you know. So I was watching his review yesterday, and I don't know where he got this clip from. But it was an audio clip of Rocky saying that he does not have an open marriage. I don't know how long ago this was, how recent, how old it is. But Conscious TV found it, and he played it, and I was like, see? Tamika, you lying, cause your boo said y'all ain't got no open relationship. Now, we all know that was a lie. We all know that she was trying to save face, trying to not look so freaking embarrassed because your man is out here making you look like a fool. So, what's the next best thing to say? I knew it. I knew all about that. I know everything my man does. As a wife, you know. Oh, really? We have an open marriage. Like, we got open marriage. But crying on the side. But you got open marriage. Child, ain't nobody believe that. Ain't none of us believe that, did we? None of us believe that. But listen, I'm gonna play this little clip for y'all. It's a real short clip. But just listen.
All right, listen to this shit.
Life. Me and my wife we ain't got no open relationship. I don't run around promising people lifestyles without her.
Nah. Y'all going over there to Conscious TV and give him some props, give him some shout outs, go check out his review. Because I watched it yesterday, and that's where I heard this clip, and I was like, ooh, Latasha, you's a lie, bitch. You a liar. You a thief. And you making a gospel record, child. Like I said, that song, it really sound more like R&B. It didn't sound like even contemporary gospel. It didn't. I don't know, y'all. But next week is the last episode. It's the last episode. And we do see them in full costume. They're on the stage. So they do perform. I believe we do get a performance, but that's it. They ain't going on no tour, but at least they did this one performance for the show. So I'm curious to see who's gonna open it and who's gonna close. Is we gonna hear understanding at the end or weak? So I'm really curious to see how that's gonna happen. But if you made it all the way to the end of this video, then you must have caught a vibe. So subscribe. And until the next time, you guys, please remember, stay focused, stay laughing, stay yourself, stay what? Stay fly. Bye, guys.